All right, so this award is the most valuable runner, MVR. This award goes to the most valuable runner on both the boys and girls side. To determine this, we look at all the races throughout the season to see who is most frequently our top runner. These individuals are not only consistently a top performer on the team, but are also consistently a top performer within the section and the stage. And just a side note, obviously it's a team effort, and on the girls' side especially, we literally had like 3 or 4 number ones all season long, which is amazing. But we'll start off with the guys' side before we get to the girls. This individual placed first in 8 of our 9 varsity races for the boys' side, including the season. His time of 14:17 at Woodbridge Classic is now a new school record in 3 mile. It's a giveaway. Was the CIF Division I individual champion, and which was last accomplished in 2016 by Tal Brody. How do you say his last name? Tal Brody. Tal Brody. All right. So it's been definitely a minute since it's been done. So he is currently on.
He's here, right here.
He's right here. Accepting his award. But yeah, so he's at a BYU visit right now. Ryan Thomas is our. Ryan's not here. Additional thing I want to say about him is that what's unique about Ryan is that even though obviously he's a very talented kid, every time he had some races that where he didn't quite want to do what he wanted to do, whether it's because of sickness, or whatnot. I always ask him, are you gonna get encouraged or discouraged? Because you have 2 options when you face adversity. And every time he always immediately says encouraged. Gonna get encouraged by this, and he'd come back and he'd race strong, and he'd the new race of his life. So this kind of goes, tells you a little bit about his character. So yeah. All right, moving on to the ladies' side. We have 2. All right.
So I'm going to talk about the first one, and one of the things that I love about my job is not only am I a coach here, but I'm also a teacher on campus. So I get to work with many of these athletes in the classroom as well as out on the track on the course. So I get to see what they're like as runners, and oftentimes they're very similar in the classroom. Their work ethic, their dedication is absolutely fantastic. This is a runner that actually reminds me a lot of myself in terms of the work ethic and the way that she approaches workouts. I was never a guy that knew how to go 80% or 70%. When people were like, okay, we're doing a slow run today, I was like, what's that? And this is an athlete that approaches running, I think, in a very similar way. She has been a leader on the team this year. She was placed first in 3 different races, including CIF San Diego. In the classroom, she's an amazing student, and I'm really glad that this is my first year working as the cross-country coach, and that she's not going to be leaving like many of our amazing seniors. I'm going to get to work with her one more year next year, Scarlett Taylor.
Okay, so our second female MVR, is that what you call it? Okay. So again, I get to know all these girls when I go running with them, and this girl, she's usually pretty quiet, and I really got to know her personality. She's very funny, very goofy, but a hard worker. I mean, she really, when she needs to, she puts her nose to the grindstone and goes for it. She was one of our 4-headed monster that we talked about. I mean, there's any day 4 of these girls could win, but she won 3, I believe. 3 races: Hole in the Wall, League Meet, and Del Norte. Oh, that's CIF State. But, okay. So Sammy, come on down.